Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Welcome, Eder. How are you today?
Hi, good morning. I'm
Good.
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Nice to meet you. I'm very well. My name is Leah.
Okay, Leah, nice to meet you.
So, Eder, I see that you are in level five. I think your next class is supposed to be 5.09. Is that okay?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, we're talking about the past perfect tense in this lesson. Sometimes the past perfect is one of the most difficult perfect tenses to use. So it's a very good idea to learn it and to practice it.
Okay,
With the past perfect, we're going to talk about multiple events that happened at different times in the past. Usually, the past perfect talks about at least two things that happened in the past. Okay?
okay,
And in this class, we're going to talk about something that you did before you went to bed. So let's take a look at more details.
okay.
So, Eder, the question for our warm up is before you went to bed last night, what did you do?
Okay, before last night, what did you do? I had brushed my teeth.
Excellent. Good. So we can say I had brushed my teeth before I went to bed last night. So in this response, you are showing two actions, right? You're showing brushing your teeth and you're
Yeah,
showing going to bed.
okay,
Two actions, right?
before
Now,
I
what action was first?
brushed my teeth.
Right. So number one uh, had brushed
Had brushed.
teeth,
Okay,
and number two was
going to
to
bed.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Going to
So
bed.
you see, always two actions for past perfect. Always two actions. One action first, one action second. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let's do one more example. It says, name something you did before you were an adult.
Mm. I Let me see. I had play with my friends.
Perfect. I had played with my friends before I was an adult. So, number one was had played. Number two was was an adult. All right. So again, always two actions. Okay, always two actions when we use the past perfect. Let's take a look at the structure and how to use the past perfect in more detail. So, as I mentioned, past perfect is for multiple events at different times, both in the past. So, when we use this structure, we use the subject, we use had, and we use the past participle. Okay,
I had
so
studied
this
English.
right? So this is how we form the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we always use had and the verb for the first action. Okay? So the earlier or the first action. uses had plus the past participle verb. And the second or the later action, you use the past simple. So
Okay.
two,
And
two different verb tenses.
and I use had to all the verb to be, all the peoples. I, you, he, she, it.
Yes, for everyone. For
Okay.
everyone. Yes. So I had, you had, she had, they had, etc. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so the sentence is always two parts. First action, second action. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the first action is using past perfect. So past perfect is when we use had with the past participle verb. All right. So let's read the two examples to give you a better idea of how to use it. Let's read all four sentences.
Okay. I had studied English before I went to Sydney. Sydney. Emily had saved her spreadsheet before the computer crashed. He has very he was very tired because he had not slept well. When I arrived at the station, the train had already left.
Good. So, Eder, we see here two examples of the structure of past perfect sentences. And as you can see, we can alternate, we can change the position. We can do earlier event and then last event, or we can do later event and earlier event. Okay, so we can change it.
Ah,
We
okay.
can we can put the present perfect at the beginning part of the sentence, or we can put the past perfect at the second part of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can change the position of the past perfect at the beginning or at the end.
Uh,
But
one
the
question. I have
sure,
one.
sure.
Okay, here and when I arrived at the station, the train had already left. I can say it in another way.
Yes. He left when I arrived at the station. So we can change the position of the words, change the position of the two verbs. So both are correct. So the train had already left when I arrived at the station, or when I arrived at the station, the train had already left.
Okay,
Both are the same.
great.
Okay.
Okay.
The most important part is to realize that the first action uses had. Okay. So had already left and arrived. Arrived and had already left. So the first action is always with had.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it doesn't matter the position in the sentence, but the reference to the first action is always using had. Now, when we use past perfect, it's very important to remember the past participle. The past participle, of course, is the past tense version of the verb, but we have two past tense, correct? There's two types of past tense. So practicing both is very important. Let's just review the past tense of these verbs. All of these verbs here are irregular. Okay? So the past tense of the verb to be are what?
Was, were, been.
Good. Of see,
Saw, seen.
eat,
Ate, eaten.
go.
Went, gone.
Buy,
Bought, bought. And I don't know the difference. The two are the same. Bought,
It's the
bought.
same.
Uh huh.
Bought. Yes, they're both the same. Take,
Took, taken.
give,
Gave, given.
and wear.
Were, worn.
Good. Are you familiar with all of these verbs?
I think worn. I don't heard about.
Yeah. To wear means to put on clothing.
Okay, yeah.
So I am wearing, we say I'm wearing a sweater.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We can also use it for shoes. I am wearing tennis shoes. Okay. So
Mhm.
for shoes and for clothing. The past tense, I wore shoes to work, or I have worn shoes to the beach.
Ah.
To the beach. And the past perfect is I had worn shoes to the park. All right. So this is all the different ways of using wear. Wearing, wore, have worn, and had worn.
Okay. I didn't seen the that structure with worn. Just
With
wear,
worn.
wearing, wore.
Right.
Have
Wear,
worn.
wearing, wore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the irregular verbs are very different. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
different.
And you don't heard that much in
No,
the speaking
it's
when.
true.
Okay.
Very true. Yeah, we don't hear the past participle as often. The past participle form is less common
I think
in
it's more
English.
formal.
Yeah, well, the past participle is always used with the perfect tenses.
Perfect.
So we always use it with have, has, or had. No, always.
Okay.
So plus the past participle. So that means that we use it for present, right? Present perfect
Mm-hmm.
and past perfect. And we also use it for the continuous, like present perfect. No, we don't use it for the present perfect continuous, just present perfect and past perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
With these verbs, when we use had and the past participle, it's very common to use the contraction for had. So, are you familiar with the contractions?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Because they're very common. Very, very common to say I'd versus I had. No? So
Okay.
I'd worn shoes to work, for example. Very common
Sure.
to use the contraction.
Some of them are hard to me to
They
say
are.
them.
I agree. I agree. They're some of them are difficult. In English, I think it's important to remember that I'd can equal I had
Uh-huh.
or I would. Okay. So I'd go with you if I could, right? Means I would go with you. I
Uh-huh.
would go with you if I could. But I'd can also be used for had. I'd gone to work before you woke up. So I'd can be I would, and it can also be I had.
I will know with the verb that follows.
Exactly. So if you say I'd go, it means I would go. If you see I had gone, it means had. Yeah, had. Because
Ah,
of the past participle verb.
okay, get it. Got it.
Got it. Good. Some details about grammar here.
Yeah.
Some good
grammar
details.
grammar is a bit hard.
It is. It is, but it's good to learn these very small details.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the word bank. Let's make the past participle of the words. So past participle of eat. What is the past of eat?
Eaten.
Eat, ate, and eaten. Right.
Okay.
Of buy,
Bought.
bought, and
Bought.
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 Both are the same. How about
Mhm.
go?
Go. Went and gone.
You've got it. Good. How
Mhm.
about place?
Placed and I don't know the other.
Yeah, it's
Placed.
the same. This one is
Ah,
a regular.
placed.
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah, placed. So it's regular with ed.
Uh-huh.
End,
Ended. Ended.
ended. Regular.
Ended.
Yes, ended. And see.
Uh, Seen.
Good. The past simple is saw.
Saw
The
and
past
seen.
participle
Mm-hmm.
and seen.
Saw
Good.
and seen.
Good.
Okay.
Saw and seen. Excellent. So now that we have the past tense remembered, let's use the past perfect in these sentences, which means you will use only the past participle verbs, right? So all of these ones here are what
Uh-huh.
you will use. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try the sentences.
I had eaten too much pasta when dessert arrived.
Perfect. Number 2.
The party. Let me see. The party had ended when they arrived.
Perfect.
Benjamin had. Benjamin had already bought tickets to Chicago when the price is lowered.
Good. And the next.
Go. She had gone to bed when the phone rang.
Excellent.
Madeleine. Madeleine. I say like that. Madeleine.
I would say maybe Madeline.
Madeleine.
Ma-
Madeline.
Madeline.
Madeline. That movie many times. Madeline had seen that movie many times when it played again on TV.
Excellent.
I had already ordered when it changed my mind. Three. Wait. Placed. Placed. I had already placed the order when I changed my mind.
Yeah, this is an interesting verb because, of course, the word place can mean a specific location, right?
Uh-huh.
But as a verb, it means to maybe reserve or order, order something.
Book. It's similar
Yeah,
to
or to
book.
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 Yes, to book. Yes, good. Good, you've got it. Exactly. So place can change definitions. Yeah.
Mm, it's
Depending on how we use it.
it's like the word face. Face can be a verb and can be.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. That's a good example, a good difference.
Mm-hmm.
So many words can be nouns or verbs, no? Or adjectives or verbs. All right. Well, you have done amazingly well. You get, I think, the essence of past perfect. Do you have any questions?
So far, no.
No, you've
No.
done excellent. So let's practice a little bit in conversation
Okay.
the use of past perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, what had you studied before starting your job?
About I don't understand very well.
So I had studied something at university. Before I started my job at,
Okay.
let's try to finish this sentence.
Mm-hmm. I had studied telecommunications at
All right,
university
telecommunications, good.
before I started my job at technician.
Okay, job
Uh,
as a technician. Good,
Technician of telecommunications.
technician. Oops, technician. Good, excellent. Job
Uh,
as. So we would take job as a technician. Excellent. So this is how we would use the sentence in the past perfect. Let's talk about this one here. How much had you studied? So I'll mark here, had you studied before learning with Open English?
uh-huh. How much? I had studied a lot before I started learning with Open English.
With Open English. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So you have also formed a past perfect sentence here. Had studied is the past perfect.
I had
Good.
studied. Or had
All right. What had you wanted to do before you came to class today?
you? What had you? I had wanted to finish the level 5.
Level 5. Awesome. Whoops, 5.
I had wanted to
Before
before
I came to class
class
today.
today.
Awesome. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. Perfect example.
I
Perfect.
I'm about to finish level 5 and start
You
level
are.
6. Yeah.
That's exciting. It's
Yeah.
always fun to go to the next level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I am right now I'm with 99%. So
Awesome.
one lesson more to
I'm gonna
go.
help you finish. I'm gonna help you finish.
I
That's fantastic.
I think I have one or two more private class to finish the level 5 to
Awesome. Yeah, you're almost done. You're almost done. You've got number class number 10 is the review.
ah
Yeah. So
great.
number 10 is the last, this one here is the last lesson of level 5. Yeah. Very
Great.
good. So one more. That's fantastic. Fantastic. So, Edith, you have done very well using the past perfect. I don't think you had any problem using it. I don't know if you have any questions before I go.
No, no, just where do you live? You
Me, I'm from Canada. I'm from Canada.
okay.
Yes, yes. I live on the east coast of Canada. I live on a big island called Newfoundland.
Newfound.
Newfoundland, Canada. It's a big island on the east coast of Canada. So I am also on the Atlantic Ocean side. of
Okay,
Canada.
great.
I'm north of Brazil.
North of Brazil, yeah.
I'm north of Brazil.
Very far north.
Yes, very far north. Today it's minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Ooh, very cool to me.
Very cold. Yes, very cold for everyone.
I, I think right now here it's about, but it's minus 10 graus Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Celsius. Yes, Celsius.
Celsius. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Here in
Yeah.
Brazil, I think right now it's about in my city about 30 degrees
Oh, I
Celsius.
hate you. I hate you. Funny. Thank you so much. It was really
ah,
nice
th-
talking today.
thank you, thank you a lot.
Okay.
You
Have a
help.
great day and good luck with finishing level 5.
Aha. Thank you, thank you. See you.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.